Good morning. Well, this is a rather impromptu walk. It's not in the least bit planned. I am in Lumsdale. I've not been here for years. I have no route planned. I only vaguely remember my way around this area. But it's a beautiful day and I'm off work and I decided to come out and here I am. So this is going to probably be one of my least adventurous walks. It's probably an area many people have been to already, so it's probably going to fit under the classic walks. The classic walks section of my channel. So I parked at that small lay-by. There are only 3 or 4, well, probably 4 or 5 parking spaces available there. If you can't get parked there, you can get parked at the top of the valley, which is where I previously parked on all the other occasions I've been here, all 2 or 3 of them. This is going to be a guided walk where I don't actually know where I'm going myself at the moment. My rough plan is to follow this road up to the top and then actually walk down Lumsdale itself. That's the plan at the moment. That could change. Right, I've just followed the road up. It only took about 5 minutes. I think up there's a school, and where you can see those cars parked. That's kind of opposite the school, and that's where I've parked on the previous occasions I've come to Lumsdale. So we're going to take this path and we're going to follow it down. It's going to be quite a short walk today, but it's such a beautiful day. This isn't that far away from where I live. I just wanted to get out somewhere nice. I'm just going to take my time. On my previous visits, I've always just followed the valley down. But I might go this way. There's a disused quarry up here. Might be worth having a look. And I've not been there before. The water's very clear. Nice view of Layby Castle in the distance. I'm right at the bottom of 2 old quarries. Over this way we've got Lumsdale Quarry, and over here we've got Lumsdale Quarry. I've just come up from there. I'm literally making this up as I go along, but I think it's probably a nice idea to go up this way and circle around, and then I don't know if I will end up coming back the way I came. Probably I will, because this path takes me back down to the top of Lumsdale Valley, so possibly circle around, come back this way. That's the working plan right now. So far this is quite different from the quarries I normally go exploring in. This pine woodlands makes it feel quite different. People have been camping here quite a bit by the looks of it. And to be fair, the view's pretty cool. The quarries do appear to be quite extensive on the map, but I'm not sure how much of it I'm going to check out. It doesn't look that interesting compared to the quarries I normally go to. I am aware that I'm not doing my normal guided walk, and that's because it's pretty much impossible at the moment. I'm just exploring around the quarries. You could miss this out completely. You don't need to come up to the quarries, and if you do come up to the quarries, you can just pick and choose where you go and what you see. Is that a ruin? I think we've got a ruin. Okay, it might be getting more interesting, guys. Well, it's not a ruin. It's a big outcrop of rock, but it's very impressive. Found something interesting. So I think I'm coming to the end of the quarries now. I was hoping that I might be able to get some good views down into Lumsdale itself, but it's too wooded for that. I don't like going back the way I came, but I'm going to do that in this occasion because I don't want to miss anything on the walk down Lumsdale itself. So I'm going to try and make my way back to the same path that I was on when I climbed up to the quarries. Back to this spot. It was okay up there, a little bit disappointing, not as good as the quarries in the Peak District, but something new, not been up there before. And you can just completely skip that if you wish. If you don't know anything about Lumsdale, this is a natural valley that was utilised during the Industrial Revolution. You got various mill ponds like this. And this place, this area would have been filled with water wheels, factories, lead smelting buildings, etc. I wonder how old this trough is. I'm sure last time I came you could get through here. Last time I was here I could actually get in amongst the ruins. That was a few years back. At the moment I'm struggling to get back in. Just for the record, this gate is open. As long as no one locks me in, I should be okay. There is a sizable gap there. There's quite a few people around. So, and it's it's coming up for 1 o'clock, so I'm going to find somewhere for lunch and then I'm going to come back. Hopefully there will be no one around when I get back. I don't know where I'm going to go for lunch though. I could do with getting off the path. Well, I'm actually right back where the car is, so if I can't find anywhere better, I'm just going to sit and eat my lunch in the car and then come back. There's a lot more cars than before. So there is a public footpath here. I'm going to see if in fact, both ways. Public footpath going up there. The public footpath going this way. I think I have gone along here before. Which one's going to be best? This one potentially has views down into Lumsdale. Maybe not. This one, I vaguely remember there's some more ruins and interesting things up here. I don't know where to go for lunch. There's lots of bluebells up there, I can see that. Right, okay, I'm going to have a quick look up this way. Right, this way doesn't look very promising because Lumsdale is there and this is all fenced off. There is an open gate there, but it says private land, keep out. So, I'm not going to have lunch here, I don't think. I'm going to go the other way. This way already seems more interesting. I'm still in search of the ideal lunch spot. So far, I haven't really found anywhere. And this path is just taking me further and further away. I can see a bench. Well, I just had my lunch on that bench there. It was quite nice. Quite a nice spot. I think all these paths kind of link together. Back down. Here's the road. Here's where the Layby is, where I parked. I'm just going to go up a very small section that I didn't get to film because there were too many people around. That's really the only bit that I didn't get to film earlier. There are some little caves over there, but they don't go very far. And that's it. So it's quite a small area, Lumsdale, and it doesn't take long to walk it. Even adding in the quarries and going away from Lumsdale to find somewhere to eat lunch. Even with adding those on, you don't really need much time here. I think one of the fascinating things about places like Lumsdale to me is the fact that today these are, you know, really beautiful places where people come and they take photos and they enjoy the sights. But back when this was all built and constructed, this would have been a nightmare. Working here would have been a living nightmare and a very dangerous occupation as well. I believe a lot of the ground is still contaminated following all the lead smelting that went on here. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. There are several classic Peak District walks on the channel. There's a playlist if you want to check it out. If you did enjoy this, please click that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.